Hello there, beautiful friend, and welcome to the Agency Birth YouTube channel. If you don't know who I am, once upon a time, I was this derpy looking 19-year-old back in 2016. I started an advertising agency with less than $200 to my name, and over time, it grew and grew and grew into a multi-million-dollar company until now, almost 10 years later, and I'm very proud to announce that the advertising agency I founded, now known as Better Media, has become an award-winning, industry-leading agency. We've worked with some of the top brands in the world. Maybe you know some of these brands. And not to mention, we have managed probably at this point hundreds of millions of dollars, if not close to over $1 billion in ad spend on behalf of our clients. And although I'm still a shareholder in the agency I founded, I exited the company back in 2023. I sort of went through a little bit of a spiritual awakening and felt like it was time for me to move on. Which brings us here to agency birth. I believe that we all want to live life financially free, meaning we don't feel constrained or conflicted about what's in our bank accounts. And I've been a very fortunate person who's lived throughout the majority of my adult life a life of freedom where I've always had the ability to fly here, live here, do wherever I wanted to do wherever I wanted to do and go wherever I wanted to go. And so the reason I've been able to live in such a way, if you can't already guess, is because I started an agency. Now, you might have some questions like, what is an agency? Is it risky to start one? And how do you start one? And so this is what I want to address with you today in this video. But first, I have something fun and special I want to share with you, which is that on every video I release on this channel, at least for the long form videos, there will be one hidden angel that looks exactly like this. And now if you see this angel, there's three things that I want you to do. Number one, just pause the video. Number two, check the timestamp, make note of it, take a screenshot of the timestamp, comment the timestamp, the minute and the second of when you saw the angel visible on the screen. And if you're the first person to find the angel, I'll give you something special that might just change your life. So that's something a little bit exciting, a little Where's Waldo going on throughout this video, throughout every video on this channel. So let's address this first and most fundamental question. What is an agency? Well, an agency is just a business that provides a service to other businesses or individuals. Now, these are some of the fundamental different types of agencies that you could start that you may know of: marketing, social media, health, wellness, music production, web development, recruiting, staffing, consulting, home interior design, real estate, crypto. It just goes on forever. I don't want to bore you to death. My agency, as an example, is an advertising agency. So before it became this award-winning, industry recognized thing, working with some of the top brands in the world, it was just once upon a time a small little seed that got thrown in the dirt, and it was thrown in the dirt by this broke 19-year-old kid who had an idea that maybe I can help brands with their marketing. You know, I wasn't the brightest kid, to say the least. I barely graduated high school. But just like that, Better AMS, which is now known as Better Media, was born. And who was my agency actually helping, and what was my service offering? I'd love to go through that with you. If you, let's say, owned a brand, you sell some eye cream, and you sell your product on Amazon, the most commonly known platform on planet Earth, I, teenage and insecure Taylor, with 19 years of age, who barely graduated high school, has never had a job, under his new startup, Better AMS, he will help you better manage your advertising on Amazon, which, if I do a good job, you should see more sales for your business. So this is really my service offering idea that I brought forth to the planet when I started this business with no experience and no, results or proof that I could do this. So that's it. That was the agency that I started, that I scaled to this multi-million-dollar company, and then I exited, and now I'm just a minor stakeholder in. But guess what? You might hate marketing, and that's okay. You don't have to start a marketing agency. This video is not specific to just starting an advertising agency like I did, so stick with me. Anything that you're passionate about can be turned into an agency. So let me prove it to you. This, like I said, is the infinite endless list. It's pouring down like the Niagara Falls, but really it's just the tip of the iceberg. There is millions and millions and millions of different types of agencies that you could start. So as I said earlier, anything you're passionate about can be turned into an agency. And an agency is just a business that provides a service to other businesses or individuals. Now, if this isn't landing just yet, don't worry, I'm going to elaborate further. But you could pick absolutely anything because you're really just offering a service. So now you might be wondering something. Is it risky to start an agency? It's a good question. And let me tell you something you already probably know, which is that, of course, starting a business is risky. I would be lying to tell you otherwise. And according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, we see that 20% of businesses die in the first year, and 50% are dead within the first 5 years, which is a very sad statistic that's hard for me to believe as somebody who has founded multiple companies and had success in pretty much all of the companies that I founded. But I'll tell you a fun little secret. I believe that the vast majority of these businesses fail for one simple reason, which is that the founders who started them, I just think that they didn't really have a mentor or a guide to show them the way. And they sort of whimmed it or winged it, you could say. So personally, I don't think I would have ever been able to start my agency without my mentor. His name is Sam Ovens, who, rumor has it, is now a billionaire. He's the founder of a company called School, if you're familiar with that. Very intelligent businessman, to say the least. I owe a lot of credit to him. I got to be fully honest. I don't think this highly self-conscious teenage version of Taylor, who barely graduated high school and had like $200, would have been able to start this agency had Sam not been there to guide me. So again, thank you, Sam. Love you deep. Now, before we get into the specifics of how you can start your own agency, I want to address what the mission of Agency Birth in this channel is. This is the very first video I've released. I should probably touch on it. The mission of Agency Birth is to help give you a path to financial freedom. And I'm going to be doing that by teaching you how to start, scale, and one day sell your own agency. This is the business model that I've mastered over the last 10 years, having gone through this process. And I don't want to be the only one that's guiding you on this process. I tend to bring in other incredible, talented entrepreneurs that have been through this starting, scaling, and exiting process to come on this channel, but it's just me for now. But yeah, with time, other people will come in and that'll be really exciting. Because as I said earlier, I've personally gone through this process of starting in 2016 when I was 19 years old with no money, scaling to becoming a business that was worth millions of dollars, and exiting that company with 2 happy partners that were happy to receive and purchase my equity, and that have continued to grow the business since I've exited, which is just an absolute dream come true. So how do you actually start your own agency? Well, that, my friend, after nearly 10 years of having been on the journey, I have built what I believe is the best blueprint for teaching you how to do that. And I'm going to be sharing that with you in the next episode next week here on the Agency Birth channel. I don't mean to leave you with a cliffhanger, but that is exactly what I've done, courtesy of the wonderful cinematography industry that has taught you how to keep people hooked on a show. And this took me a lot of time to produce, so I hope you enjoyed it at the same time. There's one more thing, I guess. I forgot about this part. Yes, which is that if you loved what you've been learning so far and you're like, Taylor, I don't want to wait for this, I've got good news for you, my dear friend, which is that there's a link in the description where you can join Agency Birth. It's only $97 per month. You can get a full refund also if you join it and you don't like it. And you can get access to the blueprint right now. It's available there, but I do intend to drip it out slowly. Not the whole thing, but pieces of the thing here on YouTube, enough pieces to where you could get a lot of value from it. But if you're like, I want to start this now, it's here for you. I'd love to see you there. And everybody that joins gets an onboarding call with myself. It'd be an honor to onboard you, talk to you, speak with you. I won't always be the person doing the onboarding calls, but without further ado, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the Agency Birth channel. Because of you, we're able to support Satori School, which is a nonprofit that I started after exiting my agency. And that nonprofit is devoted to helping reconnect humanity with inner peace. You can also check out our Instagram, Satori School, or our YouTube channel. We share conscious conversations with various different beings. It's a podcast. But without further ado, I love you deep. Tell me if you enjoyed this. This is episode 1. How exciting. As I said earlier, we're going to be releasing episodes every Friday? No, it's every Saturday. We were off. That's okay. We were off, ladies and gents. We'll fix the errors at the end somehow. Probably not. I'm not going to re-record this whole episode, so I love you. It's every Saturday. I'll fix that for the next one. Bye, everybody. I'll see you in next week's episode, or maybe the Agency Birth community. Ciao. Hello there, beautiful friend. Hello there, beautiful friend. Hello there. Hello there, beautiful friend, and welcome to the Agency Birth YouTube channel. That, my friend, is... Oh, fork, I gotta get rid of this. But first... Yeah, this will just be but first. But first... we'll do that again. But first... Ah!